the guinea pigs collected. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Bunch of slap-jawed faggots around here.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to another Monday as we're nibbling live, just hanging out, shooting this shit, and talking about some of the things that we enjoy. We're going to try to stay away from a lot of shit that we can't stand because there's just way too much of it out there at this point. Because every time you turn around and you look at something else, they're fucking with another franchise. They're fucking with social media sites. These people, they just can't stop with the nonsense. And I don't care if it's censorship. I don't care if it's just their stupid fucking reimaginings. Everything is fucking shit at this point. So let's fucking chat about some of the things that we enjoy. Real quick, say hello to some of the people in the chat. Superfan, Adam Shawhan up in the chat. Trina from Real Horror. What's going on? Trina, Decepticons, Cave of Comics, and Toys. What's up, buddy? Immortal Coil also in the house. What's up, Coil? Papa Cotton in the house. What up, Papa? Oh, hanging out. Let's talk and chat about the things we like, and let's introduce our panel. Of course, as always, our UK representation. We got Jens. What's up, Jens? How you doing?
Yeah, doing all right. Not too bad. So yeah, like, and we're talking like whatever sort of thing. It's like, yeah, I'm up for it.
Yeah, man, it's all about having a little bit of fun. Because you know what? If you're not coming on here having a little bit of fun, what the hell, man? There's better things to do in life than to be a misery tuber, as far as I'm concerned. We're also joined by super fan Adam Shawhan and we
Hail everyone! Yes, man, it's been an interesting day, Tommy. So I can't wait to chat with you and have some fun. But on the plus side, Dudley didn't go anywhere. He got to stay, and the puppy that we had looked at is actually going in the show ring, bro.
Nice.
So, you know, it's been a pretty good day here, even though I'm by myself, but that's not a problem. I went ahead and cooked up 3 filet mignons, 4 pork chops, fried up some potatoes, cooked up some corn on the cob, made some baked beans, and made some beanie weenies too, and got the meals for the week all planned out since the wife is gone. So I don't have to do any cooking. I can do all the dishes, and everything will be done when she gets home, and I don't got a dirty shit. Giggity.
Nice. Nothing better than when the plan comes together. Mortal Coil, yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Americans are finally punishing the shit with their wallets. Pop culture drinks Bud Light. You know what? And that should have been the story from the very beginning instead of all these people just talking about, I'm going to watch it for you and let's keep it going so I can hate watch things. What's up, King of Squibs? Good to see you. Good to see you. Gap After Dark, also in the house. Hello. What the fucking going on? What's up, man? How you doing? Hope everybody's well. Oh, no. Show your wiener, Adam. Wiener. Show your wiener. Dog.
Which one? We only got 4 in here right now.
Hey, show it. Show it.
Well, we gotta get a wiener chat. We gotta get a wiener chat going from the chat there before I whip this on out.
I want to start this off, and I just want to talk about some of the things that I enjoy. Of course, everybody knows by now, if you've been around me long enough, you know one of the things I do enjoy is a lot of the old school stuff. I'm sorry. There's a few. He's got a wiener out.
That's right. This is Sweet Pea. This is Little Miss Sweet Pea. Yes, she's one of the newer additions that's coming to hang out into office, and her brother's over there, but we'll get the other boys. Come here. Which one are you? I can't see. Oh, you're heavy. So, yep. There's Duncan. Yes, yeah, I know. Look, that's you. You're on there. Okay, I'll put you over there. And here's Dudley, aka Cooper. He's also here. So yes, yeah, they're all here. Oh, actually, that's reverse. This is Duncan. Shit. There we go. This is Duncan. That is Cooper Dudley, his dad, and this is the son. And here's PJ Sandwich. Ta-da! Oh yeah.
Ta-da! Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Yes, that's the four that we have in the office, and then everybody else is, in the rest of the house where they're supposed to be having fun, watching you on their TVs.
Nice. That's something
that's how
else.
we do it here.
Yeah, one time I had one of the guinea pigs, and it was one of the first ones that I had ever started to use as an icon when I first started doing stuff on the YouTube side of things as far as content creation, and that was Jackson. And Jackson loved sitting in his cage right in front of the TV and just watching programs. He was the laziest sot in the world when it came to he'd just lay out like he was King Caesar and watch TV in his cage. He was absolutely hilarious. Bad Take Bojans, good to see you. Gorgeous wieners, Adam.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I tell you what's funny is they like the old Spider-Man cartoons. Like I've literally sat there and filmed them watching the 80s Spider-Man before the Amazing Friends Spider-Man.
Yeah, the old 60s one where they had to rush it and that, and so they didn't do Spider-Man's suit properly sometimes.
Oh yeah. We haven't made it to the Amazing Friends yet. That's next. I think we've got 5 episodes of the one before. And then, eventually we'll end up into the 90s. But it's funny watching the dogs watch Spider-Man. I don't know. I find it hilarious.
Well, I've talked about this before. I had that old Spider-Man, the animated from that was from the 60s, I think, 60s or 70s. I have one, I have at least one Super 8 reel of the old Amazing Spider-Man Adventures, the old animated show, where most of the drawings they did in almost kind of looked very comic bookish, like it wasn't like the animation that we were used to saying the 80s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
heck yeah.
What's up, Lurch Troll? What up, man? I hope that you're doing well. Yeah, Gab said, yeah, you lost a lot of weight, man. Looking good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, actually, I've gained weight, believe it or not. After that tooth incident, I got down to 188 pounds because I didn't eat for a week. And then I'm back up to 203, but I've been hitting the gym and eating properly. As I said, everything I named off, other than the fried potatoes and the little bit of corn and beans, that's the only starch I'm eating. So, yeah.
Well, that's all right if you're hitting the gym, because I've been recently watching strong men and that, and they there's one strong man because he's only 6'2", he had to build loads of muscle on him, and so he had to eat loads, and he was eating a tub of ice cream every meal so he could put on
weight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's one of the things when those guys are bodybuilding. I mean, the key is carbohydrates and lots of them. I mean, that's why a lot of those guys they'll be eating pasta meals and stuff like that, so they can pound on it. I mean, it's not only you're just putting on weight, but you're actually giving yourself all the extra energy you need for when you go into the gym, because the carbohydrates they're fast burning, as opposed to meat and stuff like that. So,
yep. But it's a healthier way, and it's one of those, I'd been to a 5-star restaurant and that was fun, but when it's $50-$60 for a filet mignon and I'm paying $25 for an entire filet from the Amish, I'd rather have the whole filet for $25. For your $50 steak, I've got 2 whole filets, and that's a lot of meat, giggity. So yeah, man. But no, it was a really good time, and You know, I don't get in a suit very often. I know, Tommy, you don't trust guys in suits, but I was all Blues Brothered up and, you know, I had a good time with the fellows and, you know, because we're not that kind of suits by any
Well,
means.
yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. It's the people that are 100% business or they're 100% company CEO, politicians. You know, the ones that are, they don't even necessarily have to be wearing a suit all the time, but you know exactly what they are. And
Hell
what
yeah.
101 outside. Damn. It was a 100 something here the other day, but we've had a ton of rain the past few days, and it's actually cooled it down. Like it got all the way down to like 88 over here yesterday. I was like, shit. I said that's not bad for what what is essentially our middle of summer, because right around August is still like our middle of summer, because our summer technically doesn't end and start ending until like October, because it's still pretty warm. Like at Halloween time down here in Southwest Florida, you see the kids out there like wearing shorts and shit like that on Halloween. Like up in the Northeast, you wouldn't see that shit.
Dude,
I mean,
it's always raining and cold up here at Halloween, bro. Like you're almost in like a snowsuit half the time. But although it's been cold and rainy though, but we've had that. But it is 88 degrees, but with the humidity, it's like 95.
And then you get the cold ass nights too.
Yeah, 61% humidity. So all of a sudden, like we got the summer weather, like in Saturday and Sunday and today. It's like, oh great, thanks guys.
Lurch is saying it was 108 a few days ago where he's at. And Tina says it's going to be 103 when we move my boys into their college apartment on Thursday. Ugh. Well, just make sure you stay hydrated. That's all. Don't leave yourself out there and get all kinds of dehydrated, because then that just makes everything worse. Then you start getting them really bad migraines and shit because of the heat. But
he's going to be at the college. Maybe they'll have the ice cream man rolling around selling, bomb pops and stuff.
I don't know if you'd want to trust the ice cream man at college anymore.
Well, hey, man, maybe they'll be, I don't know. It might be. We still have those guys around here from time to time. I don't know about where you guys are at, Tommy, if you still see the ice cream trucks, but we actually do still have them up here.
Dude, I'm damn near out in the sticks, technically. It's very rural where I'm at. Like, if you go less than 5 minutes down the road, you're going to run into a giant pasture with freaking cows. So, I mean, even though it's like it's partially being developed where I'm at, it's still very, very rural. So we do not see anything like ice cream trucks where I'm at. They do not travel out here. Matter of fact, there's no buses where I'm at. There's no bus stops other than school bus stops. So...
yeah, we don't have bus stops out here either, out in the county where I'm at. But yeah, every now and again you'll hear it, and sometimes you'll see it. Again, I'm by Notre Dame and all that too. That's 2 cities over. So I'm like I'm like you, man. I'm like in the outskirts, but the city's like 5-10 minutes away.
Tree Recreations is what's going on. No, super fan had Shawhan turned into a dog. What do you mean turned into a dog? He was always a dog to begin with.
That's right. I'm the man with the clan with the Wiener Dog clan.
Decepticon says the ice cream man I knew sold Coke. What kind of Coke are we talking about, Decepticon? Was it Big Worm? Was it Big Worm that was driving the truck near your house? Good luck with sending the boys to college. I wouldn't do it. I hear you. Sounds nice. Yeah, it's nice and quiet here, man. And growing up in the city and miserable ass Trenton, New Jersey, this is the kind of life that I wanted to live for years. I've ice cream truck, AK-420 truck.
Well, I can say on that last comment, I have been high and with a friend that was driving the ice cream truck selling the shit legitimately, but there was no 420 stuff in it, but we were all high. And that was back in the 90s, and I got to tell you, that was a whole lot of fun.
Okay, Decepticon, that's what I thought. You had Big Worm driving that truck. What's up, Big Worm? What's up, Big Worm? Real quick, though, I want to hit on something that I've enjoyed since I was younger when this first came out in 1988. So they produced the cartoon first, and then the company actually started making the toys. And this was a few of the ones that I found in my dad's house. Unfortunately, I had to use the old footage from when I found them in his house because I still haven't relocated them since I brought them all down here to my house. I know they're out there in the damn jumble of bins somewhere. I just don't know where, but I want to take a look at one of the franchises that I've enjoyed.
This one is actually kind of cool. It's got most of the old school looking turtles in there. Casey Jones, April O'Neil, Leonardo in a hockey outfit. Then it's got the monster turtles. Donatello, Dracula. Michelangelo is Frankenstein's monster. Raphael is the mummy. And Leonardo, the Wolfman. Pretty cool stuff.
I still have one of the giant-sized Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Leonardo from 1989. This thing's pretty huge, but other than his sword missing, and he's a little dirty, he's in pretty damn good shape. And we also have the Turtles Turtle Cycle. This thing's actually still boxed. It's actually still sealed. I actually broke the seal just to check that out to make sure it was completely still sealed. It's bike's still in the bag with all the sticker sheets and everything in there. Brand new, just tucked away in my dad's house for God knows what reason.
I enjoy those old toys. And the reason I want to bring it up, because I know there's a few people that are talking about some of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle monster figures that they're putting out right by now by NECA. And of course, they rearranged all the characters that they did for, you know, all the turtles. So, you know, Michelangelo's no longer Frankenstein's monster. He's the mummy. Leonardo is the hunchback. They don't even have a Wolfman. Donatello, I can't remember if Donatello was actually still Dracula. That might have been the one holdover. And then, of course, Raphael is Frankenstein's monster. So I like the original ones. I think I like those pairings with the monsters with the turtles better in the original series than I do in the newer ones. But I mean, I guess it's subjective. Yeah, toys.
I like the one you had. That's the one I always wanted, was the bit, you know, that version.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I think Michelangelo fits better as the mummy.
Yeah.
Than Raphael. I would say that's the only one thing that I think that they did improve on with the newer series. I think Michelangelo fits better as the mummy. But I mean, other than that, the characters that they chose, you know, the Wolfman, I don't know why they didn't redo the Wolfman. I don't know why they made Leonardo the hunchback. I mean, that's just dumb to me.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you were going to go, Tommy, if you were going to go for different monsters because of the ones you've already done, then I guess I could understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would be okay, because we do have a lot of universal monsters and stuff. So like that, I'd be all right with that. But yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't see the point of just making him a hunchback. He's a damn turtle.
Yeah, it seems silly. Middle of the cornfields. I just wish they could carry at school, because some of them bad elements from the cities have gotten financial aid and brought crime with them. Yeah, you know, I hope they're going to be okay. I mean, freaking the damn cities, man, they just don't care anymore. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to get out. I mean, I actually wanted to get out of the cities when I was 15. I hated living in Trenton. Couldn't stand it. I said, one of these days, I'm going to find a way to get the hell out of here, because I just don't want to be there. I always thought that I would wind up killing somebody before I got out of there. And I came close a couple times. Trade school, damn right. You're damn right, Papa. That's what I did. I went and I took automotive at Lincoln Tech. And I was a mechanic for 7 years, and then wound up working for a company that was doing automated mail machines, putting those together, doing wiring and stuff on them. But yeah, trade school is where it's at. You're almost guaranteeing yourself a job at that point. You go to college, you ain't guaranteeing anything but debt usually. Yeah, they're totally coming on, and then everyone
And a
is screwed.
shit ton of debt at that.
I know, right? What's going on, Soul Assassin, man? I hope that you were doing well, man. Thanks for joining us.
Hell.
They use Leo as the creature from the Black Lagoon. Is that or they did another one? Because the one I seen, they had Leo as the Hunchback and Raph as the Wolfman. They redid him again. I didn't know they'd redid him again.
Yeah, like the 90s one I've got up, man. I think this is one you have. Show on it.
Yep.
Yeah, there, and yeah, there's like this one here, but it's only got 2 of them.
God, they look horrible.
Yeah.
That's that new. Is that new shit, the Mayhem shit?
What? This.
Or is that just the plain old Nickelodeon? Yeah, now there goes the NECA ones. And see, that's the one I'd seen. And Decepticon saying that they're supposed to be coming out by Christmas. So they're redoing the Universal Monster Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover figures. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, there he is. Leonardo is the Hunchback. It just seems so damn odd. And NECA does some amazing work, Decepticon. They do some, but they can fuck up just as bad. Like, holy shit. I did my review on that Ultimate Foot Ninja. Good God, the mistakes that were on that thing. Oy, oy, oy.
April O'Neil as
the Bride of Frankenstein, yeah. Well, they have Casey Jones as the Phantom of the Opera. They have Splinter as Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Leo comes with a brain.
Universal Monster X. Right, I'll put that in there.
Now, Pop says, I'm not getting any more toys for myself. I'm guaranteed to get something of Darth Vader twice a year. I'm good with that.
Nice.
A skull, a shovel, and a leg bone. Huh. NECA
like
is definitely the best. Yeah, that ninja was bad. Holy crap. NECA is great, but their figures for certain franchises go fast and rarely get re-released. No, actually, NECA has actually been really good at re-releasing a lot of their figures. Like a lot of the Predators that I picked up, they're all re-releases. And oh God, what else did they just recently re-release? Because it was definitely a re-release of something. They did Iron Maiden, for example. Those are all re-releases because a lot of those originally re-released sometime around like 2015, 2016. So they do re-release a lot of their figures, and they do it quite often. Sometimes they make improvements, and sometimes they don't, unfortunately.
Yeah. There's what's his name? Casey Jones as the Phantom of the Opera, and there's Splinter as Van Helsing.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think these look great, but it was kind of one of those series. There was a few of the monsters I didn't like. Like, I don't like Leonardo as the Hunchback.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Steve? I hope that you're doing well. I'm doing about as well as I can. I mean, don't get me wrong. As far as a Hunchback, it looks pretty cool, but
It is.
Michelangelo is the mummy.
Yeah. Yeah, looks alright. And yeah, this one. There we go.
Oh, that's right. Donatello was the Invisible Man. So they had changed him too.
Yeah. So yeah, look alright-ish in that for a remake. Really, but yeah, just say the Donatello Hunchback does look a bit like
Yeah, the Leonardo one, yeah. I don't like it.
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. All the accessories, like NECA usually does an amazing job with all the accessories. There's no doubt about that. I mean, that was one of the things that actually still made me, well, not make me, but it was the only reason I decided I was keeping that Ultimate Foot Ninja from the TMNT line from the Eastman and Laird, was all the awesome accessories. I mean, the figure itself looks nice, but with one longer leg and like some really shitty articulation in it, that I think they dropped the ball. But all the accessories that figure came with, the same thing with this Leonardo one, man, they always kill it with the accessories. Rarely is there a bad one with the accessories when they do them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They've definitely gone like accessory mad because like you've got 3 different hands, I think, or 4 different hands types.
Six extra. So you got 4 on the one side, 2 on the other. So you got 6 different hands. You got the shovel, the bone, the skull. Oh God, what else did he say earlier? He said what else was in there? Skull, a shovel, and a leg bone.
Yeah, oh, and a like little teapot. It looks like. Yeah.
I'm thinking that's like some kind of beaker unit or something like, like a chemist thing, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for the Hunchback, but kind of whatever. Soul Assassin says, I still want updated Wolf Predator. Must be something with the rights to do it. I'm not sure. Maybe they just haven't decided to re-release it right now, because I know they did do releases from the Predator. So I would imagine they're going to do it again. Iron Maiden is releasing a lot because of the game. The mobile game is huge, and there's dozens of eddies. Well, I'm not really sure. I forget when that game came out, Papa, but I know one of the reasons they recently just started re-releasing again is because it was the 40th anniversary of Iron Maiden. And I mean, it's all over the boxes. It's the 40th anniversary of some of the albums, or for Iron Maiden being out. So that was one of the reasons they started re-releasing a lot of those figures. And I know they were supposed to have the Trooper out there, because I think Trina says she found the Trooper, which I have not been able to find. So I found Aces High and I found Peace of Mind, but I haven't found the Trooper. I'm pretty sure they're doing the Pharaoh from Power Slave again. I know they did the Number of the Beast, but it's an Amazon exclusive, and that one just looks like crap. I'm quite honest. I think it looks terrible. I don't like the way they did it. As far as some of the other ones, I don't know if they're going to re-release every single one that they've ever done, or if maybe they're going to add some new ones, because I know some of the ones that they didn't do, Reaction was doing, but they were, at the time, they were only doing them in the 3 3/4 inch figures, and I have a few of them. I mean, they're okay for what they are, for like little, knockoff Kenner Star Wars looking figures, but as far as like getting a really good detailed figure of Eddie, I would like to see NECA do all of them. Now, free on Google Play, huh? The anniversary was a big deal in the game too. I bet it would be. I mean, I bet it would be. Yeah. Bastard, a heavy metal fantasy. I don't even think I've ever heard of that, Lurch. I mean, I remember Heavy Metal and Heavy Metal 2. Matter of fact, I have both of them in my my DVD library. I remember a few other oddball ones, like there was this one that was Jesus. Oh, what the hell was it? Something American something. It was a really screwed up animated freaking like adult animated movie. And then there was another one called Hey Good Looking. That's another fucked up animated freaking adult cartoon shit. Oh man. There's some screwed up shit that they made back then. But they they're hard to come by now. Like trying to find those things in a physical format is extremely difficult. It's a Netflix anime. See, I'll never see it then, because I canceled Netflix a long time ago, and I am not picking them back up again. Those bastards with all the fucking price hikes and everything else that they're doing, and then telling people, "Oh, you're not going to be allowed to share your account anymore." Yeah, they can go suck a dick with that shit.
Nobody tells me what to do. Not even me.
Right? Nah, not going to have it. A friend of mine has a bunch of Iron Maiden album cover dioramas. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the ones that NECA did back in the day. They did the very first Iron Maiden album, and I don't even remember if that one had a name or not. It was before Killers. So Eddie almost has this like punk rock look to him with like almost like pinkish hair. Like, it's very odd. Like, the first time I seen the figure, I completely forgot about that album. And I was like, what the hell is this? This doesn't look like Eddie. Because I kept thinking, like, every time I think Iron Maiden, I always think of Killers as the first album I remember. But there was one right before it, and he has like this like pinkish mohawk almost.
Yeah, like it's called Iron Maiden.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
I'll bring you.
Yeah, that is one of the things we were talking about before Soul Assassin, like streaming, like all the price hikes and everything else, and people canceling. What's going to happen is I said this years and years and years ago, is they're going to get to a point where they can't really sell individually to most customers anymore, and they're losing money. So then you start to see, like you already see with HBO and Discovery merging and then becoming Max. You're going to see more of that. And even that is not going to save a lot of these streaming platforms. So what they're going to wind up doing is they're going to wind up going underneath one banner, one company that is going to be offering a selection of different streaming services that you could choose from for one single fee per month. And it's basically going to be cable TV 2.0, but with streaming.
Yeah, because think about it, Tommy. You've got Disney Plus mixed with ESPN and Hulu already.
Yep.
Yeah, I made it.
Okay.
Looks like a vegan. It should have been called Iron Maiden Vegan. That album should have been called.
Yeah, it's just such a freaky look. Like I could have swore that the original cover had more of like a pinkish hair to him, or maybe it's just the shirt is pinkish.
Yeah, I think it might be depending on what like the color, because sometimes if the color will be like bright orange instead of like a yellowy color, depending on if they put so much color in.
Yeah, but when I see that figure, it just like threw me for a loop, and I said, that don't look right.
Hold the phone.
They sold all that kind of stuff at one store in town. Only place to get comics, only place for new movies and new books. Closed down a few years ago. Damn, it always sucks when those places close down too. Because a lot of times those like local stores, man, they do have some treasures in them. Disney Plus is shit. Had it for a month to watch the old shows like Gargoyles, Spider-Man, and X-Men. See, and I won't even touch it. My wife has freaking Hulu, and I kind of wish she would get rid of it because neither one of us watch a goddamn thing on Hulu. It's just a waste of money. Granted, she got it for she got it for something because she's a dispatcher, essential personnel. So she got some kind of like for life discounted price for the damn thing or something. But yeah, it's just. There's nothing on it to watch. It's like, why have it? Like in the few good shows that they did have, they've already canceled them anyway, or the shows have went to shit and I don't want to watch them anymore. Like I was watching that one, the hell's that one? Snowfall. I was watching that for a little while. And as it got later into the seasons, it just started getting really horrible. I'm like, God, this show isn't fun to watch anymore. It's like shit. I had no interest in 90% of the other shit. I mean, I watched, what the hell was that stupid Hellraiser remake on there? After somebody suggested it, bleh. By accident, I seen that Jeepers Creepers, the new one that they have for that. So I was like, well, I haven't heard nobody talk about this, so let me check it out. And it was god-awful. And I was like, yeah, nope. Prey is on there. I don't want to watch that either. I don't want to watch none of that shit. There's nothing on Hulu I want to watch. Eddie is pink on the Seventh Son. He's like fully pink on that one too. talking about Iron Maiden reminded me of it because the Castle and Kingdoms were named after heavy metal groups, and one was actually Iron Maiden, and its art was definitely heavy metal art inspired. Nice. Yeah, I hear you. A lot of that string shit is just junk. Manliness and motivation. What's going on? Kevin Spacey loves Jeepers Creepers. You're damn right. I guarantee he has one of those trucks riding around trying to pick up minors that freak. But yeah, I mean, I can't even think of any new shows that is coming out on any of those streaming services I want to watch. I'm going back watching older stuff again on the few that I still do have that I like to watch. There's just nothing out there. Like, I don't even know if The Boys comes out with a new season, whether I would even be interested in watching any more of that, because that last season I watched, I didn't care for it at all.
Yeah, I'm not too much thrilled about. There is like one or two out there, like, because I think that Warriors, so like, and I watched that Fubar, which it was on Netflix, and it had Arnold Schwarzenegger in. So I watched it because I'm a big Arnie fan, and I did a review on it, and that, and it was all right, but it wasn't out great. You know, it's especially you, Tommy. I don't think you'd lower your dignity to watching Netflix. It's not that good. Unlike thingy though, Extraction 2, which I still got to do a fucking review on, that was pretty good.
Extraction 2 has become the review that never ends for you. It seems like
I know. Well, the thing is, right, it's going to be a bit of a long one, and I told everyone it was going to be good, and so it's like having to repeat myself. It's like it's got Chris Hemsworth in that. In number one, he did a real good job. It's got the same director in, and it's got, I think it had a bigger budget, but it's got at least the same amount of money, if not more. So it's going to be good. And like, apart from the bit where the bear's fighting, and that's why I'm going to have to do this review. Just to like be like, oh no.
Real quick, say hello to Scrambles, Death Dealer, up in the house. What's up, Scrambles? Real quick, let's get to some of these comments, Jens. I like the old music NECA toys, the ICP ones, and he says he's still got a few they never opened. Nice. Drive-by comment of the night.
Car is that coming up? Creep. Drive-by.
R. Kelly was a pioneer in streaming services. That's nasty manliness. All right. Knuckleheads does the Twisted and Axe. Okay. Most of the streaming services suck your money and won't give you anything good to watch. Yeah, most of them don't. Yeah, you know, R. Kelly, I was never a big fan of his. I mean, I know he was doing what he was doing. Nothing against it, just wasn't for me. No, because he was banging kids. Oh, no. Trapped in a closet. He's a fucking masterpiece. Okay. Honestly, Pluto TV for classic Doctor Who and Tubi for 80s B-grade sword sorcery movies. Yeah, you know, every once in a while, Tubi will get something decent on it, too. I mean, it's not just all the B movies, but there's a lot of that B-rated movie shit that's actually just hysterical to watch. It's fun to watch. I don't mind that at all. Some of them are pretty horrible, though. I've seen a few stinkers on there.
I'll tell you something, though. I watched recently an old film, and I'd seen it when I was a kid, and that called Sword and the Sorcerer, where this dude's got like a sword that's got like 3 blades, and 2 of the blades can shoot out.
Yeah, you know, I remember that one. Yeah. I do recall that one. That was such a weird movie.
Yo, yeah. I was watching it. as a kid, just like not really knowing what was going on, apart from a dude was firing like blades from his sword and that. And I was like, yeah. But yeah, it is a bit of a like where a bit like Conan is a bit of a Conan sort of like storyline of revenge.
You know, it was right around that same time period when they did Sword and Sorcery, and they did all, you know, like it wasn't that long around the same time as the Conan movies. They had other weird ones, like you guys remember the Beastmaster?
Yeah, I saw Beastmaster too.
See, I knew
only
they
saw the
made it. I
first
don't
one,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah,
It goes into the future, into like 1985's New York, or it'll be 1987's New York or something, or LA or San Francisco, one of the two. I don't know. I can't remember exactly.
Oh, Talon and his three-bladed sword. That was Richard Mole. Richard Mole was the bad guy in that one. I don't remember it was Richard Mole because I remember him from Night Court.
Let's see. This is a good masculine action.
I hear you, Papa. Papa says, I'll listen to people I like bullshit with each other for hours before I pay to see a movie in a theater. Oh, you got it on DVD? Nice. I was looking for a good copy, and usually I go to FYE, but they did not have it the last couple outings when I had money to go look for DVDs.
Yeah, there's the like sort of like front cover art, and it's like different ones where, but I think that one's the best. Oh, like that one. Anyways, oh yeah, and Kroll. Kroll's another one.
Yeah. You had that weird, like that thing was almost like a throwing star, almost, wasn't it?
Yeah. Not a slave, but a slayer or something like that. It was called. Oh, no, or was it a rave? Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but I'll find it though.
Gap says that there was 3
What?
Beastmaster films.
Oh, I don't know if Beastmaster 3 might have been a woman. So, I'll have a look anyway.
Manley says Richard Mole was a sorcerer, and Richard Lynch was the evil king. Okay. Yeah. We're knights of the round table. We dance when we're able. We do routines in all our scenes and imitate Clark Gable. Papa says Condor Man was underrated when it was new and almost forgotten. Watch Condor Man. The Glaive.
Yeah, that's it. Just got it now, man. Yeah, the glaive, not the slave. But I know it was somewhat like that. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's something that I definitely remember seeing them sell. And I'm sure everybody who's been out to a bunch of flea markets knows it too. You see them sell shit like that out at the flea markets, like after all these damn movies. Like I remember after Cobra, they had that big knife dagger with the freaking spikes in the handle. Every guy at a flea market table was selling something similar to it. I see you shaking your head, Adam. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yup. You betcha. I miss the flea markets. We don't really have very many anymore, but yeah, man, we used to hit those all the time, just like in mall rats, bro.
Freaking flea market's great. The last time I was out to one is when I was doing the shit at my dad's house, and I went out to the one big one up there. Man, the amount of different like swords and like reproduction weapons they had from video games was just like unreal. Like everything you could imagine. Like, and I don't play it, but I've seen other people play it. So they got that one sword in that Kingdom Heart game where it looks like a big giant key. So they had that sword sitting up on the table, and it looked like it could have been ripped right out of the freaking the stills I've seen of the game, or when I seen somebody play the game in passing when I stopped by their channel. So, nice. Yeah, the shit that they did. They even had some really good reproductions of some of the old Conan movie swords, and I was like, damn, they look good.
Yeah, well, the thing with the glaive is, in Kroll it's like amazing. Like if it worked like in Kroll, I'd have myself one because it comes back to him like a boomerang. But I don't think they can do that. Some might if they're weighted right, but you could like throw it into someone's face and yeah, it could kill them. So yeah, they're all good like ninja stars, but yeah, they just don't come back to you. And I don't think, as I say, there might be some glaives out there that are weighted like a boomerang and will come back to you. But
would you really want to try to catch something like that, though?
No, I like my fingers, Joe.
Well, if you're masculine enough and you developed the glaive sort of like technique, then yeah, you would, especially if you get a bed like in glaive. I mean, in Kroll, like that dude gets the princess bed. What's her name? She's real fan because the evil Krull demon wants a bit of that fucking poo-tang, doesn't he?
Now there goes one. There goes one. Scroll down just a hair on the other side. Yeah, right there. You see the one where it's got all the blades detached?
Oh,
that's a replica right there.
Yeah.
So that one you actually got to put the blades into it.
Yeah, it's probably in case you're like throwing it around and you snap one of the blades, and then because if it's welded in, you're gonna pretty much have a big job. Whether with them ones, they look like, oh yeah, just order 5 more offline.
I wonder if anybody ever figured out a way to make one where the blades could actually retract. I bet you somebody probably did it.
Yeah.
Luffy, what's up, man? Luffy's got it in the house. You can't kill shit with ninja stars. They don't go deep enough into things. Trust me. Yeah, I know. The funny thing.
Now you're talking shit there.
You know what, though, Jens? Here's the whole thing. Anybody who thinks that shurikens were meant to kill people, I hate to break to you. You got to be just a little bit daft, as they would say, because the original idea of a shuriken, both the straight daggers and what later became the ninja stars, which really didn't exist how they portray them today, those things were meant as distractions. They weren't meant to injure. They were just distractions. That's all they were.
Yeah, well, I could kill someone with a ninja star. You could kill someone with a playing card.
See, yeah, manliness says the same thing. They were designed as distractions.
No, well, anyone who doesn't know about fucking being masculine when it comes to throwing deadly weapons around, anyone can kill a person by hitting them in the main vein artery in the neck. Hard shot, tricky shot, and you got to fucking have some power and all, but possible. Believe me, it's possible. And once that fucking main fucking artery goes, you probably got about like a minute before like you're on the floor in your own pile of blood. That's because I watch a lot of masculine martial art action films.
I hate to tell you, a lot of those masculine martial art films are stretching your leg just a bit. Yeah, so Sho Kosugi wouldn't lie to us.
No. You see, the thing with martial art films is a bit like tightrope walking. It's like, unless you're really good at it and you've been practicing, then yeah, don't try and do it, because you're going to make yourself look a fool. But if you've got the enough ability and the practice and that, so there's even more stuff that can happen, but they can't show you in martial arts movies because it's too technique in case they do kill someone. But that's because I watch a lot of masculine action.
Luffy says, Jens, I was wild when I was a kid. I've done things. They don't go deep enough. He also says, I'll come over to England. You can have a try. Just don't throw it in my face.
No, well, they don't go deep enough because you got to, as I say, it's a hard shot. It's a hard shot. And you've got to have like some with weight, because if they were like, if a kid could throw them, then they're probably going to be like practice ones.
Most of those shurikens, or the throwing stars as they call them, most of those blades on those things are less than an inch.
It doesn't matter, because you don't even need to go an inch, half an inch into your like neck, and it hits your main artery. Because you do have a main artery that goes in from like your body to like your head, and it's one that pumps blood from your body into your head, and that main artery in your neck vein, it usually sticks out and all. So sometimes if it's sticking out, it doesn't even have to be an half an inch. But anyway, once that is severed, your blood just starts pumping so much. As I say, a minute or two, you're dead.
And it doesn't help when you're on Viagra. Giggity.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this.
Actually.
I will say that Manley's saying he was talking about Sho Kosugi. He watched him kill 3 men with a pencil.
Right.
But while you're waiting your moment to strike, and you're trying to aim up your little shuriken, somebody's probably just going to run up and punch you in the face or throw a javelin through your chest. So, I mean, as far as like thinking that these things are actually like really weapons, it's laughable.
Yeah.
It's laughable.
No, the weapons, but obviously the tricky to use weapons, you need to have like practice on them. It's not like a gun where in about like 2 or 3 hours you can pretty much learn how to shoot at a target from like 20 yards away. No, with them, some people can't even throw them straight, and so that's so hard because the wind will take them. But it's one of them, a bit like a frisbee. Once you know how to throw it and that, and you know how to put some weight into it and that, they can kill people, as I say. But
the likelihood that they could kill anybody is extremely negligible.
Well, as I say, it's because people don't know how to use them that good. But if you know how to use them, then yeah, you can take people out. Obviously, you need to be like 20, 30 years of just constantly throwing them and that. Like with most stuff, you got to at least put 10 or 20 years in before you get to a level of high.
While somebody's waiting 20 years to perfect their craft on throwing a star at me, I'll just hit them right in the head with a Viking axe.
No, but usually
no skill needed.
Yeah, but usually you'd have practiced before then. But yeah, axes they need practice because it's one of them where you got to throw it where the axe hits them, and so if it's the handle are out, that's when they'll just fly back.
Well, I'm talking about a long axe. I didn't say nothing about throwing them. You just assumed. I'm talking about a long handle axe.
Yeah, right.
While they're trying to figure out how to throw something, I'm just going to run up and smack my axe in your head. Papa thinks that you watch too many movies.
Yeah, that's why I know about this shit.
Lurch also says that you watch Naruto.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
My daughter used to watch it. Some kind of like a ninja anime show. I can't remember if they were in a school or something. I forget. I would watch just enough of these things to kind of get what my daughter was watching, but I wouldn't stay and watch the whole program. I would just watch enough to see what the hell it was she was watching.
Yeah.
And then okay, all right, this isn't bad. This is okay for her to watch. And then I would just move about whatever I was going to do while she was watching shit.
Yeah. Well, the thing with ninjas and techniques and that is it's hard to do because you need to, because like people who can do that sort of stuff, they've been practicing for years and years. And so like, it's like playing darts, you know, like most people can hit the dartboard with 3 darts, but it's hitting the treble 20. But when you see professionals hitting treble 20 6 times and then hitting another treble 20 and I think it's a treble 16, double 12.
Yeah,
you know?
manliness and motivation makes a really good point with this statement. A really good one. So an elephant was once killed with a 22 short. Anything is possible, but what can you really rely on to do the job? And I think that's the thing. Yeah, you know, with a lot of these things, anything is possible. But do you really want to leave it up to chance that it's going to work out perfectly for you when you could use something else that's going to better suit that job?
Well, I just rely on masculinity, knowing a lot of masculine action films, being able to reproduce any of them at will, leaves me to be a one-man killing machine. And depending on like what I'm killing, depending on how I kill it.
Sex has long handle, but not when it's cold. Be on a utility belt, right? And what's going on? Yeah. I'm not creative 22, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. That was a joke. I assume Jens had never seen Naruto.
Yeah. I watched a lot of like Lone Cub and Wolf, where Shogun Assassin, like the American sort of like version that they did, where it was in English and that, but there was only like 2 of the films, like number 1 and number 2, that were called Shogun Assassin. But yeah, I've seen all of that and a lot of ninja films and that, because ninja films were like number 1 sort of thing to watch when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, well they became really popular in the 80s. Yeah, and I know what you guys are talking about, that freaking the dart. I mean, it's basically it was like a Roman version of a spear in a way, but it was shortened down, so it was more like a dart. But yeah. I would put if you gave me a choice between a throwing shuriken star or say a lawn dart, I'll take the lawn dart. I'm going to do a hell of a lot more damage with a lawn dart.
Yeah, but the shurikens are easy to conceal, and you can carry more of them.
Well, you can carry. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Adam.
No, those good old lawn darts, they'll kill you.
I'm saying, you know what? You can conceal 20 shurikens. I'll bring 3 lawn darts concealed in a jacket. I guarantee I'm walking away.
Lawn lawn dart. What you gonna do when I throw it at you? They'll get you.
I remember we used to play this game with the regular board darts, where we would try to get as close to our feet as we could with our shoes on. Man, somebody always wound up getting a dart or two stuck in their toes or in their shins every single time.
Yup.
Yeah, I used to do that with a mate, but not all often. But you used to use like knife, but not a big knife, just a little pocket knife.
Right, it's those assassin lawn darts. The only way to weed out the weak kids.
Hey man, when you start throwing hatchets, you give me a call because that's some fun shit.
I got a few of the tomahawk version that the military used, like the oh shit, what the hell are they called? SIGs or SAG, or is it SAG?
I think so.
Yeah, I got one of those sitting there. It's a really nice one too. And then of course I got my big Viking battle axe and stuff like that. And then of course I got all my my other pew 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 weapons, including all those black powders and shit that I have.
Yeah,
I got that 30-06, man. One of these days I got to take that thing out and fire it. Nice freaking the double shit. What the hell do they call that? The trigger action one, where you pull down on the action guard to reload it.
Yeah,
I'm blanking on what it's called for some dumb reason.
Hammer.
No, it's lever action. Ding, 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 ding. Gutter, tell her what you want. Yeah, it's a lever action 30-06 or 30-30, not 30-06, 30-30. But it's a really nice piece, man. Beautiful. Now, I have a few bolt actions too. What's going on at Small Time Republic? I got a couple of those. One of them is actually a Carcana. I got a Carcana, a couple 22s. Then I got my SKS. I got a whole bunch of different freaking weapons.
Those are really nice Minecraft weapons too.
Yeah, they are. There ain't nothing wrong with Minecraft.
No, it's quite fun.
I had lots of guns before the horrible boating accident. Oh no. We used to make darts in middle school. You take the eraser and the metal off the pencil, push sewing needles through the eraser, and stuff the back end of the metal piece with a frayed cigarette filter. Jesus, Wookie. Papa. I still want to call you Wookie even after all this time. I'd rather have a musket with a bayonet than a shuriken. And you know, and it's not to say there's nothing wrong with collecting those things, but like, yeah, like if I'm having something that's going to go down in the house, I'm grabbing my axe or a gun. The last thing in the world I would ever grab is some of those damn shurikens. That'd be the very last thing. Like, I suppose if I was desperate to kill a field mouse, maybe I'll grab some shurikens, but
just stomp on a some bitch.
I think
that works pretty good, you know, when they go right there, you just pick up your foot and stomp on them.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna say, Adam, I think I'd feel safer with my Red Ryder BB gun than a shuriken.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool though. I got a couple that actually Jens would probably like one of the ones I have. It's got like it's emblazoned on the front of the damn thing with a picture of Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah. Because I was watching a new Bruce Lee film. Obviously, it was starring Bruce Lee, but it was the Game of Death sort of footage that didn't get used, and some of it that did get used in the like film Game of Death, but it had nothing to do with Bruce Lee. It was because he like died halfway through making it, sort of thing. So, but the half that they did make, they only used like one fight scene from it, and there's like three fight scenes. So there were two fight scenes that they're showing that, like the final Game of Death, it was called.
Yeah, I think I watched that one a long time ago. I recently went back and I was watching Enter the Dragon. because it had been a really long time since I'd seen it. And it was about as about as good as I remember it being. So yeah, that's nasty. Man, listen, motivation went to crush a mouse with a can once and then cut it in half. Yikes! The blood spurt like 2 feet away. Hey, I hear you. Y'all make the rubber band bullets at school, get a piece of paper folded multiple times and launch it. Because, yeah, right? We used to do it with paper clips, too, where you'd fold out one end of the paper clip and just stick it in the rubber band and shoot them at people. But that's only if you really didn't like them. Nice. A 4570 lever action and a 223 semi-auto. Shit. Soldier bolt actions. I tell you what, though, I love bolt actions just because they're so reliable. That's why I always make sure I have a couple bolt actions. Now, granted, the Carcana was at 7.62, but the other ones I have are just 22s, little like 22 long rifles. Which I mean, if you're just looking to deter something, the 22 will do it.
Well, I can kill you anyway. Yeah.
But even if it doesn't kill somebody, once somebody gets hit with somebody like that, they're going to think twice, regardless.
You've got to be a good shot. Like you need to hit them dead center in the forehead.
Well, a 22, man, it's going to go in you and bounce around and it Swiss cheese your organs. That's the whole point of a 22. People always laugh because it's so small, but yeah, if it gets in there, oh, you're fucked.
Not with masculine men like us, though.
I'll tell you what. You know what? With some of the newer 22s, like those 22 Magnums that they have out there, holy shit, man! I was watching one guy actually shoot one at the range, and he was showing the damage that a 22 Magnum could do. Whew! It hits hard. It hits hard. It does a lot of damn damage, and I was actually surprised that a 22 even beefed up a little bit like that would do that much damage. But I know I had a few oddball shots from my 22 that I took out to the range just to see how they work. And I'm pretty sure they don't make them anymore. And I think I might have maybe 1 or 2 left because they're such an oddity. But there was a 22 long rifle cartridge that I picked up. And the tip of it was a clear bluish plastic tip. And it had a whole ass load of these teeny tiny little BBs in it. Like these things were so small. Like it just sprays out like a freaking buckshot, but it's in a 22 bullet form. Very odd.
Yeah. I think sounds like could be for killing some in it because but Americans they do like to go because I've seen them having like putting plastic little ducks in like shotgun shells and that, So yeah, you Americans do come up with some crazy bullets.
I'm glad you're entertained.
Oh well, I love it because I love my action films. If it weren't for America, they'll probably, as I said, the action films would be crap. America knows how to do good action films. They just don't really know how to do great martial art films.
Yeah, I hear you, Soul Assassin. Some of the freaking schools in Trenton got pretty nasty too. Yeah, make shivs out of pencils and other shit.
Yeah.
A lot of those city freaking schools, they don't give a shit. Like I almost threw this one kid out the damn window. They didn't even say a damn word to me. They didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It was kind of surprising too because everywhere else in the school they had like the metal grates over the windows, but the second floor they didn't. And this freaking kid was just running his mouth, and I went to take his fat ass and throw him right out the fucking window.
Good job you didn't though, because you could have killed him. Oh, unless it was like on the first
floor. Well, that was the idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm just gonna say that's where the Lou Albano clip needs to go that we can't play.
Right? Yeah. I hear you, Papa. The trolls stay away. They know better.
Yeah.
A couple 8-gauge industrial shotgun shells. Nice. Nice. Like I got that pump. I got that nice pump action that I brought back to my father's house. One of these days, I got to get some new shells because unfortunately, he's got old shells in there. I swear these shells probably look like they're from the 40s. And I'm pretty sure they'll fizzle like they did for Max in the Road Warrior if I tried to fire them. What's up, Brutal Morningwood? Good to see you. I was always a fan of playing hide inside the box while you shoot arrows into it when I was a kid.
That's just because your sister wanted to shut you up, though. We know that. That was sister.
What's up, Pale Rider?
Pale.
Are those swastika starfish?
Yeah.
We lit my best friend's backyard on fire with flaming arrows. Holy shit, Papa. Was it in the middle of summer, too, when it was at its hottest?
Right.
I can see you being a jerk like that. And I truly do appreciate that kind of behavior.
He had the crazy jack connected to the sumbitch, you know, the one that spins like red, green, blue.
Soul Assassin, American school system 10 years behind in education, but advanced in homemade weapons and combat tactics. It's true. It's true. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, there we go. Because Americans probably are like, I want to see some ammo. You're getting my goddamn juices wet. Yeah, there's them duck. That's what I mean. Only in America. Because rubber bucky is like my favorite. But for like little rubber ducks inside a shotgun shell. I mean, talk about adding insult to injury. You know what I mean?
You know what? You know what would be even better is shooting a whole group of Antifa with a rubber dickie shot. A whole bunch of little miniature dicks inside of a shotgun shell.
Well, they probably will do it. They probably will do it because they're doing ducks and that. I mean, well, what is with that? You know what I mean? It's like you saw, like, when the doctors, like, pulling out, like, a rubber pellet from you. It's in the shape of a duck. Right, great.
Dildo shot. When we were little, my brothers and I used to throw each other out the bathroom window into a pile of cedar blocks. Oh, the good old days, putting each other in the dryer and shit. Well, that's the thing. When it comes to a lot of the stuff, a lot of the shit is always about, okay, what kind of gimmicky thing can you sell to get people interested in buying stuff? And that, I guarantee, that's what the rubber bucky and the duck shot, that's what that's for. It's gimmicky to try to get people to buy it.
I know. Yeah, it is sort of like, oh yeah, I kill him with a buck, because a rubber bucky. What are these? I don't know.
A zombie shot?
Yeah, I thought they had zombies inside them. Oh, I don't know. They look a bit nasty then. Oh,
just in case.
They're just taking the piss now, aren't they? Oh no. Oh, I think that's just a rubber duck.
No, it's just a regular rubber ducky.
Yeah. I thought, oh yeah, not only you're getting shot by ducks, you're getting shot by female ducks.
Little princess ducks.
Yeah.
That they should make that happen.
Oh yeah, don't give them ideas. Oh, what are these?
I tell you what, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. If I could find one of my local stores that has those rubber ducky shots, I swear to Christmas, I will go out and pick one up And I will videotape it and I'll play it on one of the Monday shows just to show what it looks like.
Yeah. Go out and buy like a really cheap sort of like Captain Marvel figurine, because they'll be real cheap by now.
Oh, I could go to freaking Ollie's and probably pick one up for under $5. I still don't like the idea of giving Disney money. Maybe I should just take it for reparations.
What do you mean one? They'll be like, please take these crates full of this shit. And you'll be like, targets for everybody.
Yeah. And I'm not sure exactly what these do, but I don't know.
They're seasoned.
Yeah.
They're seasoned.
Yeah. It's sort of like so.
A case of barbecue duck shot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, do you want the barbecued or just normal season? Oh right, yeah, it's got shotgun shells in it. So a little ball bearings, should I say? So yeah, it's still gonna blast the hole in you, but the crispy part's gonna be barbecued. So yeah.
Yeah, the tiny skunk rubber ducky on his antenna. Yeah, I remember everybody was putting stuff like that on their antennas. One of the things when I grew up, a lot of people used to like to put tennis balls on their damn antennas, which is really stupid if you're traveling at high speeds, because it'll eventually start bending that damn antenna and bend it all the way back, especially if you got one of the ones that was the because they used to have the ones that they didn't sink all the way down into the front fender. They had ones that came most of the way down. So the antenna would still stick up a little bit. So they would put tennis balls on them, and sometimes they raise them up, and it would just bend because the center of those things were hollow. So it just bend that shit on the highway and snap their antenna right off.
Yeah. Well, the tennis ball was just to like make sure you didn't poke your eye out in it. But yeah, if you're doing like 40 or 50 miles per hour down a road, there's no one going to poke their eye out with it. Yeah.
Well, some people would put them on there so they could find their car easier. So they would put something on their antennas so they could spot their car in a parking lot.
Yeah. There's like quite a few. If you've got a car that's quite like popular, yeah.
Well, especially in the 80s, because every damn car was like the boxy look. So they all looked so damn similar. And if you had like about 15, 20 cars that are all the same color, it's like easy to like, oh shit, which one is mine?
Yeah.
I'm sure Papa's response to that, well, that's why you kick dents into the back of your car so you could spot it.
Because these shotgun shells, they got some kind of like...
It's a slug, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they look nasty.
No, those will put a giant hole in you.
Yeah.
Because when those things hit and they mushroom out, oof.
Yeah. Ooh. See, it's got all... You can tell they're deadly because it's got all patriotic in it. It's all like, yeah, this is what we want. Good old US of A does it again.
Yeah, I hear you, Papa. But yeah, those duckies were not quite as heavy as some of those tennis balls. Tennis ball antenna getting bent is one thing, but the car following you, getting into a crash from the impact of the ball, scaring the driver is another. Just keep driving away. Yeah, you put a Barbie head or a TMNT or something on the antenna. Pale Rider, I was smoking a joint on a roof when I was a kid, and it started raining. When I tried to get back off the roof, I fell and broke a rib. 2 months of holiday hugs from the family nearly broke me. Oh, no. I just sold my pretty car. I'm going to get an ugly truck next. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I had a pickup truck at one point. Imagine that.
Hey, look at these ones. Triple ball. So I don't know if it shows it in like three little, well, one base, but in like three sort of like little compartments. So like the spacing. So you get hit like 3 times, or it feels like you get hit 3 times. Well, you do get sort of hit 3 times. That's going to be a bit too, like, sadistic.
Not really. If somebody's getting shot with something like that, they more than likely deserved it.
No, come on, give a man the dignity. If you're going to shoot him, don't triple shoot him.
Oh, you don't want to hear my idea of dignity. Jens Stradamus says Americans make crazy bullets.
Yeah.
Let's call them wankers from across the ocean, you wankers.
No, we just call you fucking crazy gun-toting Yanks.
And you say that if there's something wrong with it.
Well,
and yes, and
well, no, I like it because I don't mind. Like, I'm into my action films, so as I say, like, I love gun-toting crazy Yanks. Most of my childhood was brought up on watching crazy gun-toting Yanks. But no, that's what, like, the rest of the world sort of like sees you as, in that, which is more like what was said about them. It's just because, most people haven't got guns, have they? And like American can just go out and shoot automatics and that. I mean, in any other country, if you're owning guns, you're a part of a cartel.
right.
Yeah, and look,
you're defending yourself from the cartel.
Yeah, but I mean, look at all the problems they have in those countries like that too, where most citizens are not armed like that.
Oh yeah, well,
yeah, I hear you, Scrambles. Yeah, prices, because most of those trucks are. I mean, I had actually a 6-cylinder truck back in the day, and even that, the gas wasn't really great on that thing. Yeah, all I could afford is a bike and a used red wagon. I hear you. Here in the South, we don't like Yankees much either.
No, you're all Yankees to
Yeah, they don't.
like, yeah,
they don't care north or south. If you're an American, you're a Yankee. Me,
yeah.
I'm just the crazy gringo, because I'm in Little Mexico, so I'm just a crazy gringo. But it works.
Obviously, you got your city slickers, but then we still think you're crazy gun-talking Yankees. Your city slickers are like bigger crime. There's more shootings in the cities than there is in the rural sort of like crazy gun-toting Yanks. So,
Are you trying to say that you think I'm crazy and I shouldn't have guns, Jens? What the
No.
hell is wrong with you? Do you want to work on the set of Rust?
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I was saying, like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with having guns and that, and if somehow they just go off accidentally and shoot you, like, was she the director or what, or something? And your mate, it's like, yeah, that's good shit. That's what guns are designed for. If guns don't make holes, then they're defective gun. You've been sold.
Right.
Yeah, you've been sold a boo.
You were sold a dud.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Soul Sass, and I completely agree. They took the risk. They heard the shotgun pumping. They should have ran. And Papa said everyone should own guns. Lurch Troll said everyone should own guns. The British used to have guns no matter what. Bad people still have guns. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Yeah, hard to stop people in boxcars.
Yep.
I was saying,
Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead. Hold on.
I was just going to say that's the problem, because that's what's wrong with today. Like, we used to have cause and consequences, and like they were supposed to keep those that aren't supposed to have them from having them, and then when they got them, get them away from them, and that kind of doesn't happen. So you kind of need to be a law-abiding citizen because only a law-abiding citizen is going to follow the damn law. So you do need to have that to protect yourself again, because you just never know what's going to happen these days.
Well, at one point in our history, I mean, well, even now, really, when you think about it, because I could tell you experience of me living in Trenton, you can't rely on law enforcement all the time. You just can't, because by the time they get there, it might be too late.
Street justice is always on the corner. Well, it was in
old saying.
It was in New York in the 80s.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'll say that.
Street justice, big in New York in the 80s with Death Wish.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of one of those, I'd rather have my gun on me and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah. Well, I'd just like to have a gun on me just so I could like practice a bit of the old gunslinging.
Quick draw. Yeah.
Yeah, and quick draw and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Oh,
that would be fun, man. Go to the range with Jens. We'll have an outdoor range even. And be shooting like some iron targets and shit, shaped like people, quick drawing. Well, fuck it, we're gonna have fun with mannequins. We'll just shoot some Brie Larsons and
I'm gonna go proper John Wick style and like have about 3 guns on me so I can like quickly like draw, chuck the gun down, draw again.
Oh, only 3? What are you, British?
Well, yeah. Well, John Wick though, they're all in the head, and so you've got at least about like 9 rounds in it, sort of like, because it used to be 7 rounds in it, but I think but nowadays it's like 9 rounds is all like your minimum. You can get like 12 rounds and all that. So at least I'm going to take about 30 people by then. So.
Now, real quick, say hi to what's up, Ord's bored in the chat. What's up, Ord's man? How you doing, man? How you doing? Pale Rider says, hold on, there it is. I want to be able to buy a helicopter or rocket launchers, to be honest, right? You should be able to, quite honestly. I was actually trying to convince the wife, with all the problems that I foresee we're going to wind up having getting ammo. I said, let's get something where the ammo might be a little bit easier to get. Can we have a Gatling gun? And she says, where the hell are you going to put something that big? Like, I want the old style cranks. The old style cranking Gatling gun. I said, well, if we can clear out space in the garage, we can put it in the garage, and that way if they pull up, we'll just open the garage door and crank.
They actually have one up here at one of the gun shops, man. And I'm telling you, I think that would be a lot of fun to go, go shooting that sumbitch. That'd be a whole lot of fun.
Oh, that would
give us a car to demo with it, man. I don't care what car. Just shoot that sucker. Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, there's this one guy I watch. It's Brandon Herrera. I watch his stuff from time to time when I have a chance. If I'm not extremely busy trying to work on videos or streams or whatever the hell's going on, but he does a lot of stuff with all these different types of weapons. He's a big AK guy, but he goes through the gamut of like damn near every caliber and every style of freaking gun that was out there. And I believe he had an old Gatling gun on one of the episodes that he did, and it just looked like a freaking blast to fire that thing.
Yeah. You need good wrists if it's an old style, where you're cranking it.
Definitely.
Because if you're cranking it, it's one of them, like, so, especially if you're doing like 300 rounds or something. So you're cranking it for at least a minute. So you got to have good arm muscles. And your wrist is going to be a bit sore. But, yeah.
It'd be like El Duce in Boondock Saints. Yeah, I agree, Papa. Whoever appeals to the law against his fellow man is either a fool or a coward. Whoever cannot take care of himself without the law is both. Now, thanks, Soul Assassin, for dropping links in there. Appreciate it. I always appreciate when my mods take care of the people that stop in the chat, and make sure to plug everybody else in the chat that wants to get plugged as well. If you've got a channel, make sure to put your channel link in the chat. I don't care. I'm not like some of the other channels. I might get upset. I never have been. Promote yourself, man. You got to promote yourself. If you don't promote yourself, some people might not take the time to help you out, and that's just the way it is. I know when I used to mod, I used to try to promote as many people as I possibly could. And sometimes I would run afoul of the channel owner because they didn't necessarily like that because they wanted to be all about them. Nope. It's not all about me. It's about everybody that's here. It's about the people on the panel. It's about you people in the chat. So if you want to promote yourself, by all means, make sure you do it. Tommy would have a nuke in the back of a van, like maybe seeing a hood guinea pig say, "Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem?"
What?
You as now get your stank asses out of here. Damn
you
right.
have to show it to Tommy. No, I thought it's just to show the people. It's only a 2-second clip. So.
Well, it's on my it's on my intro.
Oh, right, yeah. So I'll probably
Don't mess with the piggy master boy.
Yeah. Well, I usually get the what? Are you on drugs? Oh, that was the most stupidest question.
Are you high?
yeah. Are you high?
Or I'll give you this one.
Don't fuck this up, Mitchell!
Yeah.
Yeah, Tipman Arms. Yeah, I've heard about that. They make new Gatling guns. They're making like the reproduction style ones. They're doing a lot of cool shit, man. But some of those damn reproductions, holy shit, are they expensive now? Damn.
I still want a Thompson. I don't care. I would like to have one and shoot it, and it'd be fun. I think that'd be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, Scrambles. I like that attitude, Tommy. I feel the same way on my channel. You're damn right. Yeah, you're damn right. You should be watching out for the people in the chat that are taking part because you guys are taking your time out of your day to listen to me and all the awesome panelists that I always have up here. You're here to listen to us. Why shouldn't you get the same respect in return for showing up to the channel? You should absolutely have your channels plugged. You should definitely plug yourself if you have a channel. I wouldn't recommend plugging yourself like some other people might tell you to plug yourself. No, I mean, put your channel link in there. Don't actually plug yourself. That's disgusting. Trying to motivate myself to complete a video for an exclusive Rumble. Nice. Yeah, definitely do it. I did my first exclusive to Rumble too, just because of the games that YouTube is playing. They just do not stop with the bullshit. Yeah, catch ETEP's show after this one. Yeah, absolutely. ETEP will be going on. I don't know if I will have the opportunity to stop on ETEP's tonight. I don't know. If he sends the link, I'll probably stop on. I never know because he does have a revolving guest list of new people that are stopping in. So who knows?
Yeah. It's and again, he's got so many of us to draw from now, which is awesome. So it's kind of like, he'll try to rotate people. And yeah, man, it's a good thing though. Some people might not get it, but like when you've got 14 people, you kind of got to rotate a little bit.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing about, There's nothing like mixing up. This way, nobody feels like it's getting stale, like they're there every single week. And, nobody ever, I know some people actually get to the point where they're on the same show week after week after week. They almost feel like it's becoming monotonous. So it's good to break it up a little bit like that. Get other guests in to get a fresh opinion or a fresh outlook on things. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Lurch says he wants to build a 1 trillion watt ND YAG laser. Here, burn right through some shit. Isn't that what they just used somewhere else?
Right. Spam.
Yeah, right. AK-47, man, very, very reliable weapons. And the SKS that I have is basically the same, man. That thing could take a beating. Reenactment of Sugar Chris finding out what's in the box. Nice. Sub to Tina. She's 10 away from 100 subs. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Keep plugging away. My channel has gotten enough attention. I think I get too many strikes. People hate me. I hear you, Papa. I've got enemies too. Unfortunately, well, I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, most of mine are working for YouTube. They fucking hate my guts. New Russian AK-107s look awesome. I haven't checked out the newer stuff. I think Brendan Herrera did something on one of the newer ones, and I didn't have a chance to check it out. That's what the UN will use to take our guns away. Yeah, Scrambles was going last night. And, early this morning, I had a chance because I was still up because I was giving medicine to Cringer. And I was like, ah, shit, Scrambles on. I'll stop in and say hi. So I got to hang out with Scrambles for a little while early this morning.
Nice.
Well, it's always good when you get around to stop by and see what everybody else is doing and hang out for a while, whether you're on the panel or in the chat, man. It's always freaking awesome. And 9 times out of 10, you don't realize how much the channel owner really does appreciate it, because I appreciate every last one of you always stop in. If it wasn't for you guys always stopping in, I probably would have got so fed up with YouTube that I probably would hardly freaking post anything at all. But you guys are what keep me going. Like every time you stop in or you watch videos, you make your comments, man. That shit keeps me going. Want to keep doing it. And it's the only reason I think I started a Rumble channel, for those of us that are absolutely just sick and tired of YouTube and their bullshit. But I mean, I understand some people's opinion where they say, look, I'm not starting another channel somewhere else. It's starting to get ridiculous because, you know, when Odyssey came around, well, actually before Odyssey, I mean, you had D Live and you had BitChute, and everybody's like, oh, go to D Live, go to BitChute. And both of those were just trash. Then it was Odyssey. Everybody go to Odyssey. Odyssey seemed pretty cool, but they never really improved anything about the site. So now it's all about go to Rumble, go to Rumble, go to Rumble. And whether or not Rumble is going to do anything to really improve their site and to really compete with YouTube remains to be seen. But I know a lot of people that I do know, they do tend to get better views on certain things over on Rumble. Like, especially like the live streams and stuff like that. They do a lot better over there. So
plus they don't block us when we talk about things they don't like on YouTube. You know, the real world, when you start talking about stuff and have questions, you know, they don't shut your channel down and give you a strike just for asking a question.
Yeah.
Yet. I will say yet, because, you know, as of right now, like you said, so far it's kind of like the Wild West over there.
Yep. But
I'm
if they
okay
get in
with
trouble, if they get in trouble one time, who knows, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, the solar company.
Yeah.
No, nice. He did talk about him. I'll have to check that out next chance I get. No, not a problem, man. Like I said, I happen to be still up, and I seen you were on. I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to stop by and see Scrambles. Rumble will allow for longer edits, at least for now. Huh. We're saying Rumble is good if you're gaming. Yeah, and I see the one other thing. I see the one toy video I put up. I mean, it did okay. The last I checked, it was doing okay. I would say it was roughly doing the equivalent of what I would get on YouTube, but I did promote it on a YouTube short as the full video being on Rumble. So I just wanted to just test the waters with it, because some people have told me that toy videos and stuff like that don't do as well on Rumble, and then other people says it's all about the way you promote it. So I mean, who knows? I mean, it's all a guessing game right at this point. So at least for me, for how things are going to work over there. But right now I've got things posted to Odyssey, Rumble, and YouTube for now. We'll see how things go. I mean, if it ever gets to the point where YouTube gets absolutely ridiculous with the censorship and they really start leaning on all the content creators for every little small infraction, I will look to just build up the Rumble, and then I might eventually just say, screw YouTube, and I won't post anything more on it at all at that point. Or if I do, it's going to be a short saying, hey, I got this over on Rumble. Because it really, for a lot of us, it is getting to that point. They're so fucking ridiculous.
Well, like Etep was talking about, building our own website, his own website and stuff, something like that. You know, because Jeff's kind of got his own website for, you know, stealing solo. And again, you know, the more people that we know that are into this kind of tech industry that understand that we're tired of this, maybe eventually we can get a platform that's going to have freedom of speech as we are supposed to have. You know, finger crossed, where you don't get thrown off just for being a guinea pig and a wiener dog. And
right.
British.
Oh, well, that's going to be after the, like, revelation and all that, won't it? Because it's going to get worse before the coming of, like, the Almighty. Oh, yeah.
John Cena's not coming. Giggity.
This is the gun that I'd use because I'm so fucking masculine. It's a handheld GE M134 minigun.
Yep.
Or that could be M134 minigun, but I'm the M134 because Yeah.
Who's better, Jesse Ventura or Rambo?
Well, if we're
With the
talking
big
about
gun.
if we're talking about pure gunpowder, Jesse.
Well, just in the movie, man. Even like, okay, we know what Jesse did with his, and then look what Rambo did shooting up the town. Just again, that was action.
Rambo takes out about 10 like computer stations because it was in the 80s where there was like washing machines.
Right.
Yeah, Jesse takes out about 40 like trees.
Exactly.
Well, wait a minute. That's not entirely fair. What about all the gorillas that they took out before that?
Yeah. I'm saying Jesse's got the gunpowder, but Rambo doesn't need the gunpowder because he's got his bow with explosive bombs.
I'm pretty sure his bow with explosives wouldn't do shit against a predator, though. I'm just saying. Just saying.
No, but it's explosive, isn't it? They're like it can blow up a tank. It needs to get right in there. But yeah.
Yeah, I hear your words. I'm just saying, in the event that they get so ridiculous that every single thing I put up is getting questioned or copyright hit, it was getting ridiculous at the time, even for the stupid little BattleBot videos I was doing, because I had this very, very tiny segment from the show where this guy Farouk was announcing, it's robot fighting time, and they were hitting me for that shit. And it was this teeny tiny little clip. So I found a workaround. I just took one of the pigs. I did a talking pet app, and I made one of my pigs talk and say it instead. I mean, you got to find tricks to freaking work around it if you can. But there's other shit that you would like to show, especially if it's in conjunction with a movie or a toy. If you're trying to explain the background of the toy or trying to explain the character of the toy, like if it was Transformers or G.I. Joe, and use certain clips and they want to hit you for that. It's just gotten ridiculous at this point that the whole idea of fair use for using it for that part of a discussion or a review or education is actually coming into question now, and they don't even want to hear it on that. That's the part that really just inflames me.
Oh, yeah.
What if Superman showed up, though?
Hey, well, talking about G.I. Joe, that reminded me that I watched the Transformers film, Rise of the Beast. Bit shit. Well, the Transformers weren't too bad, as in the fighting stuff and that. The action was like half decent and that, as you would expect in a Transformer film. Storyline was a bit shitty-ish, but but at the end of it, they tried to do like a G.I. Joe sort of thing where the dude who's sort of like the main character in Transformers, he sort of tries to get enrolled at the spoilers at the end to G.I. Joe.
Yeah, trying to do a crossover.
Yeah. So that just reminded me. But yeah, saw the film though. And yeah.
I couldn't agree more. It's always the human element, and it sucks. Yeah, and that has been my biggest gripe with that, Jens, is what you're talking about with that. And it's the same thing with Bumblebee. Everybody seems to love. It's the stupid human overuse of the human element. There's nothing wrong with having a human element in it, but it needs to be at a minimum. Because what is the name of the damn movie? The Transformers. I really don't give a shit what some twat is doing and crying about. I want to know the story behind a robot. And when you're doing that shit, holy crap, don't bring in some non-canon shit from fucking Germany that was in their version of the comics and say that this is how it starts. Get the hell out of here with that shit.
You want that? Go to Germany.
And Tommy, you're gonna, because you're proper Transformer. What do you call it? Where you like it as the original.
OG, baby.
Yeah. Oh, that's my phone.
Holy shit! Somebody's calling Jens.
Oh, what's going on? Yeah, so good to see you.
Yeah, it's Soul Assassins now like following me. Yeah, Soul Assassin, man. Yeah. But I was saying, you'll hate it, Tony, because Turbo, you know the Porsche. I think it's Turbo, or is it Jazz?
Mirage. They did Mirage in that one, and they made him look like the original Jazz, which is, I was like, why?
Yeah. Well, apparently he can change into any sort of like car he wants.
So he's Shang Tsung, Shang Tsung. He can.
Yeah. Because there's one stage of the film where Mirage convinces the sort of like main male protagonist to do the mission because he can sell him later, and he says, "Oh yeah, I can be like a Lamborghini," and he does a Ferrari F1, the racing F1 cars. Yeah. And so like he can change into any sort of car he wants.
Hey, what's going on? Monotony's in the house as well. You catch this one? This is a good one too. Manliness and motivation, because they were talking about the human element in movies like Wookiee had mentioned Pacific Rim and any Godzilla movie, and he's like, if you had worked on the movie, you a Pacific Rim job.
I hear you. Pacific 414.
I don't know, that Pacific Rim compared to nowadays, it did have at least some action in it, but it had beds in it, which I thought, if that's the thing, you'll find when it comes to the crunch and it's a main operation, there ain't going to be hardly many beds there, especially not fighting, but because she was with her brother or something, what one of them like twins, I think, but
yeah.
Damn right. Google is a power mad dictator.
Oh, they
really, the big problem is, while you look at Google and YouTube all under the same thing, it's the head of it that's the biggest problem, and that's the Alphabet company. They're the worst.
Yeah.
Well, it's to dumb down people, isn't it? It's to make people become zombie-fied morons, and so that's why they'll promote like soy shit, right? There was, right? and like this is pretty homosexual and that. So if there's any like tools out there that don't want to hear about homosexuality, but there was promoting this streamer that was doing, is it a penis or a vibrator up his boyfriend's ass, and they was promoting that like fuck. But like you like do a like video about Expendables 4. Oh no, that's getting.
Oh, well, they got salty about my old lightsaber theory videos where I had some of the girls that, that were cosplaying in the skimpy outfits that I used. Yeah. They got salty about that shit. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because you got channels out there right now where they got these women over in Africa or wherever where they're freaking flashing their tits and everything else. That's okay. But my shit is not. Then you see these other girls doing their stupid little lingerie, underwear, modeling and shit like that where they're half naked. You're not hitting them with shit. Get the fuck out of here. It's just all bullshit.
Well,
because it was about the sabers, Tommy, and you're a guinea pig, so
Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't know who I pissed off in Google, but man, did they have it out for me. Google kiss my ass clown cancer. They are clown cancer.
Oh, they hate it if you're like doing anything masculine, because they want a bunch of sign-haired bitches who are gonna believe that men and women are as strong as each other, and testosterone is some kind of like ancient myth that like men designed to keep women oppressed.
No, I
If I did a stream, right? If I did a stream, right, and I was all like, "Oh yeah, my best friend who's female, she's even stronger than me," and then like as a pussy bitch, you know, like I'll let her like slam me around a bit and that. I'd get promoted like fuck, and I'll have like a lot of sign-haired bitches all like wanting fucking to date whichever bed it was I was letting slam me around.
Nice.
Yeah, in fact, that could be my next stream. I'm just gonna get some bed to slam me around, and I'm all like, "Oh, don't hurt me."
Yeah, I see everybody. Oh, go ahead, Adam. Go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick, we're gonna send Jade Cargill over to the Jens.
Oh,
a female wrestler.
Yeah, Jade Cargill. She's a woman.
is that a female wrestler that was a dude?
No, that's Nyla Rose.
Right. Yeah, well, I thought she's female. Yeah, yes, and
No, she's female.
If it's that dude, even though he's dead, but I think didn't he die? Well, anyway, yeah, I thought it was a female, and not too roided up because then the vaginas protrude like a vulva or whatever. It starts protruding like a penis.
A Volkswagen Bug, bro, like a Volkswagen Bug.
I don't know about that, but I know females who are really like strong are usually using roids.
Oh yeah.
Like you do have your like well you have your like female strong men, which they call strong women, but is like a bit of a I just call them female strong men because like calling them strong women is like being like a strong teenager. But anyway,
real quick, Manly's Motivation said exotic Adrian Street just passed away like a month ago.
Oh, is that dude? Oh, is it that bad? I was going to get some around. But anyway, yeah, the strong women who went to strong women competition, like they're not roided up, but most of them are right heifers. Because that's how come they're strong.
Soul Assassin wants to know, is Jens a private doctor? I swear every other sentence from him is about dicks, asses, and vages.
Well, yeah, I do know a bit about biology, you know. No, I have been around the block a few times.
Yeah, but you slept in a Holiday Inn Express, so it's okay.
Yeah, I've experienced quite a few fucking female anatomies and that, and with having a masculine male anatomy, obviously I know about that.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, most of these sign-haired bitches, they'd fucking get so fucking confused if they met a woman in real life that like talking about body parts can sometimes confuse them where they don't know exactly what's happening because they didn't go to biology or the mummy told them to be like a girl because that's what women want. And if you want to get married to a nice girl, you've got to be like a girl.
Girly girl.
I hear you, Papa. I hear you. Like YouTube does have a lot of things going on for it, especially the ease of use. But holy shit, are the people running the fucking thing? They make it a shit show. They just if there was like a complete change in upper management and like all this shit was just completely, all these idiots were just taken out of these positions, this could probably be a really good platform again. But I mean, the way it's going right now, they just keep enforcing this crap. Oh, go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, well,
Give us our freedom of speech back, man. Let us
they
talk.
don't want that shit, do they? Fucking hell. You start
Hold on, Jens. Hold on. Let Adam speak.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's, okay, when we started this, you could have fun. And that's the thing. Old YouTube was fun. And then, look, it went all politicized, political and all this other crap. And then you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, it's hate speech. Well, if you're going to say that propaganda is legal, then I'm sorry. There's no such thing as hate speech because it's all propaganda and protected under propaganda. So
well, it's like a trap. It's like marriage.
It is.
It's one of them where there was
no, I think it's worse than marriage, dude.
Oh yeah, true. Because you can divorce,
yes,
and live a normal life, but with these, they're on you all the time because they wanted to bring you in, all like, yeah, you can say what you like, woo, and then slowly but surely, no, you shouldn't really do that. Yeah,
that's because it started off with them trying to get people to come to their platform.
Yeah.
So they were willing to say, hey, you got the ability to come in here and be who you want to be, to reach out to people, to do this, to do that. And then once they got to the position where they were like the most widely used internet streaming platform, as far as like content creation and everything like that, once they got to that point and they were well established, then all of a sudden, okay, let's find a way that we can make more money. We need to bring in the big mainstream news media sites and this, that, and the other thing, and screw the little guy, the small content creators that help to build our platform. No.
I think it was more like, hey, look, we can get you all in and that, and now we're making money. We can sell it to people who just don't want you to be free. They want you to eat the bugs.
But what's funny is on a business model, right? Like they take 33.3% of your super chats. They're making money off us. They should make it even easier for us to be monetized because then they make more money off of all of it. That's how stupid they are.
No, but this isn't to make money. This is to make soy-head bitches. That's why they'll only promote soy-head bitches. Honestly, if I wanted to fucking, if I wanted to get fucking monetized and like get a big channel, first of all, I'd be wearing a dress. Second of all, I'd be talking like a soy cunt about the Barbie movie. All my streams would be, yay, the Barbie movie. Oh, I was so excited. Oh, what's her name? Who's in the Barbie movie? Shit, the Australian bird.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, Margot Robbie, that's it. Oh, Margot Robbie. Oh, she was so good in it. Oh, I'm going to go watch it next week. I'm going to go watch it tomorrow. I'd be fucking...
She can't even act.
I'd be monetized. I'd be monetized. I know I would, because I'd be fucking wearing makeup until I got monetized. Dress, makeup, talking about the Barbie movie. There we go.
Jens in tights.
Yeah.
You know what, Jens? Maybe you should just try it. You should like put on lipstick and makeup and do it. No, do it really badly too. So everyone knows you're making a joke at it, and just sit there and do that voice and just put pictures of Barbie up behind you and just run with it for 5 minutes. First off, see if you could do it without breaking character.
No, because
and see if it works for YouTube to push in the algorithm.
No. Someone, right? I'm not mentioning no names, Darius. But someone should do that though, and like I think, like, dude, get monetized easy. If you want to get monetized, dress, makeup. talking a really soy cunt voice about the Barbie movie, how much you love it. You're getting monetized. But obviously, I can't do it on my channel. I'd have to like start a new channel. I'd have to like get a new phone, everything. You know, so like the because they'd know it was me. It's like, oh.
And if you do it, make sure you get one of those really cheap dollar store wigs, you know, like the really bad Halloween ones.
No, because then they could think I was a woman. No, they'd have to see me as a man with makeup and a dress, and that's how you get.
All I'm thinking is William Dafoe from Boondock Saints. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing you as, man. It's it. Come on, Tommy. Let's get an image and yep, let's throw it up there. He's William Dafoe from Boondock Saints 1.
No, I'm not saying
too far.
Yeah, well, it's like gay sex. You think about it, and then you know you can't go through with it because the idea is so repulsive, and that like no. Better just keep to the masculine fucking action streams.
You see Jens putting on the lipstick. I do me.
I fucking do me so fucking hard.
So masculine.
Maybe I could put.
I'm too fucking masculine. This fucking makeup on me, I fucking do me real fucking hard.
No, well, I don't like masculine purple. I won't go because like they don't really care about the color, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I try and go like glam rock style.
There you go.
Yeah, where you're thinking
Bowie style. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're thinking, is he like trans or is he just into his fucking T-Rex? So.
Yeah, I hear you, Chaos Boy. I hear you. You know, they try though. They absolutely try. And just like saying with the ad shit, like where they were trying to tell people if you have ad blockers, you know, you're going to be booted off the platform or blah, blah, blah. You know, fucking horse shit. Just absolute horse shit. They drive me nuts. But we are going to start winding it down. What time is ETEP going on?
Should be 8:35 Eastern Standard Time.
8:35. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This gives everybody a chance to get some stuff done, and if you're going to be popping on, it gives you a chance to hang out for a few, maybe get something to nibble on before the show. And I want to thank everybody that stopped in the chat. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out and listening to us talk about some wacky shit. Have a little bit of fun, and I want to end with this clip. I want to take it back to something that I enjoyed as a kid. Maybe some of you guys remember this stuff. I'm sure a lot of you did, but this is another one of those things that I still have in my collection and I enjoyed from back in the day. So let's take a look at this, and then we're going to say goodbye to everybody in chat, and then we're going to let the panelists let you know what they got going on. Here we go. Oh, yeah, sitting here with the old micro machines.
Yeah.
So this is actually a special. No, this is actually a talkover one. So this is the limited special edition, as you see right there, and it actually came with a special Enterprise that only came with this set. It wasn't available in single purchase because they had some of these available in single purchases and maybe like I think it was a 3-pack of vehicles as well. So you had the 1701A that only came available on that set. Really cool set to have. I have a bunch of the other ones too. They're like from Star Wars and stuff like that, and you know, a bunch of these different Star Trek ones. And man, I used to love those little micro machines. There goes the Star Wars ones. Still sealed too after all these years. How the hell these things escape getting destroyed too? Because even the cardboard is nice and straight. I don't know how they survived all these years. They should have been destroyed by now, especially with my dad had everything piled up in the house. Then you got the ones from Ertl from the Batman movie from '89.
Yeah.
Some good stuff, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, the thing with the micro machines is they could make loads of different sort of stuff because
And well, like this right here, Jens, because this is part of the micro machines too. They loads of different stuff, like you're saying. They made play sets.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like Jabba the Hutt's. Yeah.
Yeah, toys back in the day were built to last. Nowadays are falling apart of the boxes. Or we had Sean Estep sent some pictures, and me and Vinny were talking about it. So there was a GI Joe, and somebody had taken the original Joe out. It was like a newer bat, and they put something else in there. It looked like Marvel Legends. Like one of them looked like it could have been Black Panther. The other one, I have no clue what the hell it was, but damn sure it wasn't the damn bat figure. So, I mean, you got that shit going on, too. And with a lot of these newer ones, like they're doing with the boxes, you don't know what the hell you're buying. At least with the stuff back then, you could see what was in the package. The shit was not broken. And it wasn't going to be junk. A lot of this newer stuff, man, some of it is just trash.
Yeah.
No, you got that, Papa? Nice.
It's one of them, though, isn't it? Where if they don't have to make their products better, they won't. Until they like get sort of stock getting returned back to them, they aren't gonna bother.
Well, I think you're starting to see that with some of these companies. And I've actually talked about it with Hasbro and some of the newer stuff that they were putting out. Granted, I did have a bit of a problem with the Buzzworthy Bumblebee 1986 Ironhide and Prowl. There was problems with that because instead of doing everything the right way, they just did a really cheap remold with only a few changed parts in it. But the idea that they're going back to more of the G1 aesthetic is telling everybody what is going on as far as their toy sales. And I've known it for a long time. I knew that they were getting close to bankruptcy because nobody wanted to buy that new shit. And they damn sure didn't want any of that Rise of the Beast garbage that they were putting out. So now they're heading back in that direction because they're losing money. You got the micro machines too. Awesome. Yeah, we got a bunch of those damn things. I remember where Transformers were doing like their micro machine type style figures. But yeah, right now we are going to get ready to close this out. So we're going to let you guys go ahead and let everybody know what you got going on, what's happening, and then we're going to thank everybody in the chat for hanging out. So here we go.
Well, he don't know talking good like me and you, so his vocabularistics is limited.
Yes, well, what I have got going on is not much when it comes to video releases because I was still got to do that fucking extraction tool. But I told everyone I was going to be good, and but I've got to do it though. I've got to do it because Equalizer 3 is a week or two away. So, well, about 2 weeks away. So, yeah. And then, obviously, I got my live streams calling out Soyhead bitches, showing them how to lift weights and become masculine, which I'll probably have a few topics in that. And open panel as probably usual. Hopefully, nothing fucking goes wrong. You know, because, like, fucking last week was a fucking disaster, but I was like, fucking having to use, I don't know what to talk about, but yeah. And then I've got a Twitter account at 27 27A Pedersen, or it could be 27A Pedersen. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, Jens.
Yeah,
and, guys, be sure to check them out. Links in description and below, as always, along with a lot of our other friends. And then we're going to kick it on over to the Wiener Dog Clan.
I'm gravely disappointed. Again, you have made me unleash my dogs of war.
That's funny. That's good. I like it. I'm glad that you're disappointed. So yeah, I put in the chat the direct link to Etepakuli's place to be reviews, which myself and Tommy may or may not be on, but if not, I'll be in the chat. I'm assuming I'm going to be on since I was at Horror Hound, and it was a great time. But yeah, man. Other than that, first thing coming to mind is Trina Wednesday. We're going to be on her channel talking Ash the series. I'm assuming I think around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, that's the norm, right? So yeah, Ash versus Evil Dead, the series, season 1, we're going to be talking about. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And then of course it would be holy shit news, and possibly AEW or something with Draven later on. And I don't know exactly when we're going to catch up to catch up the stuff we've missed for that. So stay tuned for that. Possibly on with Justin Proper if he's doing something Thursday. Again, Tommy, always for you and or Vinny when you're doing the stuff, and if you need an extra hand, I'm always available, as you know. Check out World Class Bullshitters. I'll be in the chat for that. And yeah, Friday back on Vinny Art for Vinny's stream. Fridays and Sundays. Saturday nights main event with Etepakuli in the place to be reviews if he's doing it. Maybe I'll do a couple videos here and there. I've got a lot of stuff I've got to get off my phone and some cameras and do a little editing and have a little bit of fun. But I'll probably be putting up some videos here, Facebook, Rumble, all that good jazz. But yeah, Tommy, again, thanks for having me. I love talking, old school toys. And, I was blessed to meet a wrestler that I was a fan of for years in Booker T, and he's a hell of a nice guy. Way, way better than I thought. He was, dude just rocks.
And took the time to do a return video for you too.
Yes. I mean, he was just a very nice guy that understood that even with a special needs person that loves wrestling, and I shot the video of Nathan and Tommy, you've seen it. Jens, I got to send them to you, but you'll like it. He was so appreciative that I took the time to shoot the video for Nathan because Nathan wanted to say hi and ask him to sign his belt and say, hey, here's my belt like your belt. Can you dig that, sucker? And he thanked me for taking the time to do that so that he could meet a fan and, that couldn't come. And he responded back with a video and signed his belt and just, did everything like a champ. And it was really good to have that time with him. Yeah. So yeah, I've had nothing but some good luck lately, and I'm really happy because again, we all deal with enough bullshit on a daily basis.
Yeah, Adam, Nathan, you mean is that like Space Lab X? Nathan?
No.
Oh.
No. It's the brother-in-law that's disabled.
Oh, right.
Yeah. He's a huge wrestling fan, and Booker T signed his title for free.
Right. Yeah. Oh,
and yeah. Because usually it's like $50, bro, for signatures and stuff. And I only had 40 on me. He signed my belt and Nathan's belt, and I gave him some books and all that in the end too. But I did what I do best. I promote. That's what I like doing, Giggy. But no, man, it was a lot of fun and a lot of good times were had by all of us that were there. And it was just really nice to see good in the world because you don't see enough of it these days. And it is still out there. It's just hard to find sometimes. So yeah, it was a blessing. And then I got to come back home and be on with Vinny, be here tonight with you guys. I'm just waiting on the wife to make it to Oklahoma. I'm waiting on that phone call that she's okay. And yeah, man, other than that, like I said, you can check us out. We are the place you want to be. It doesn't matter if it's on with ETEP, Vinny, Tommy, whether I'm running a stream, Tony's doing a stream, Angela's Draven, we're a very on with Trina. I'm so happy for Tina. Let's get her to that 100 mark. Check out my sister, Chef Carolyn, on Chef Nation. They're doing video games. Her and Lindsay, they're still playing, trying to get monetized themselves. And yeah, just do what you can to help out. That's it. Pay it forward because that's what happened this weekend. There was some paying it forward taking place, and then it got paid back to me about 100 times fold. And it was really nice to see that in 2023. And I'm glad to be here as always, Tommy. Thank you, brother.
No, my pleasure. Thanks for joining us, Adam. As always, man, it's always fun to have people up here to talk about and have a good time. And it's always a great time with all the people that we have sitting in the chat. Of course, we had Chaos Hoy in the chat as well. Friendly reminder, YouTube and Google, we are the customers. Without us, you are nothing. Absolutely nothing. Papa Cotton was in the house. Soul Assassin dropping those links for everybody, guys. Be sure to stop by for ETEPs later. Thank you for being here. Manliest and Motivation was also in the house. Thank you for joining us. Super fan, of course, in the chat as well as on the panel. Ords Board was in the house. Thank you, Ords, for taking the time to stop in and see what a horrible guinea pig is up to. I do appreciate that, sir. I know we had a Bad Take Bojan was in the house earlier. We also had Monotony was in the house. Oh God, who else did we have? Scrambles Death Dealer, of course. Tree Rock Creations was also in the house. Lurch Slate Return, Lurch Troll was in the house as well. Thank you for stopping in as well. I know we had a few more people that had stopped in the chat, and now I'm kind of blank on who else. Oh yeah, Pale Rider was in the house. Thank you for being here, Pale Rider. And I know I'm missing somebody else, and it's one of those things trying to scroll up through this thing sucks ass. But thank you to everybody that stopped by, hung out with us, and listened to us bullshit. And I hope that you had a good time. And I hope that you continue to have an awesome night. Stop by and check out ETEP later. Remember, guys, never let anybody tell you what you can or can't say, what you should or should not think, because your compliance and your silence gives consent. And we will catch you on the next one. Later, y'all.
Trina and Soul Assassin, no.
Oh, Trina and Soul Assassin, yeah, okay.
Papa Cotton.
No, I said Papa Cotton. All right, later, y'all. And Steve stopped in as well.
Yes, he did.
Forget the bitch, you should spend. Assimilated, but you don't know it yet. Attacking us is not very wise. While always growing every seed of your lives.
What we are looking at, good and evil, right and wrong. It's a big world order. A big world order. A big world order. A big world order. Somebody's going to wind up getting their toes nibbled off in here. A big world order. 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 Better hide your toes as we're coming for. A big world order. A big world order. A big world order.